In due time, all shall be revealed. We are talking once again about the Edmonton Oilers because we had Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl with their end-of-season post-elimination media availabilities. And make no mistake about it, these clips, these videos, they are going viral. And Draisaitl and McDavid, they pulled no punches. They were very honest about what's going on and what needs to happen with the Edmonton Oilers. Now, let's just dive into what these guys were able to do throughout the course of the series against Anaheim before we dive into the quotes. Connor McDavid, as we had mentioned, he went out there with 6 points in 6 games against the Ducks. He was a -8, and whilst the plus-minus obviously does not look great, you have to understand that this guy was not his best. McDavid wasn't the normal McDavid that we have come to expect over the past few years. Long story short, he's tired. He's hurt. It's been a lot of hockey over the past few years. For Leon Draisaitl, he played a little less hockey this season. He only had himself 65 games played because of the injury. Still finished off with 97 points, which is awesome. And he had 10 points in 6 games in the series against the Ducks. Leon Draisaitl obviously came back with a mission. He came back with a vengeance. He tried his best, and it wasn't enough. The Oilers got shut down and eliminated. Now, Anaheim is playing off against Vegas in the second round. Meanwhile, had the Oilers just won Game 6, they could have been playing a Game 7 today. How sad. This is what Leon Draisaitl went out there and said on his postseason availability. We need to be better. We have to be better. We have 2 years. We have to get significantly better. 2 years, eh? Well, Leon Draisaitl's contract goes on till 2032, 2033. What's he talking about, 2 years? Oh, right! He is referring to the end date of Connor McDavid's contract to be. He's got until 2028. He's got 26, 27, and then 27, 28. These are the 2 years that Draisaitl is referring to. He is upfront and honestly saying in the media, hey, we got to get this done before Connor's contract expires. That's the timeline. We have 2 years to get significantly better and then do what we need to do, which obviously is win a Stanley Cup. Top Reply goes out there and says, laughing out loud at Mark Spector saying, you're signed here for a long time, as if that means Leon is going to stay. If McDavid goes, Leon does too. He's not playing that contract out in Edmonton on his own. You're a 2-player team. The only reason you actually made the playoffs was because of that crap division that you play in. Get some perspective. Have to get rid of Darnell Nurse. Have to read between the lines. Draisaitl knows that the chances of the Oilers improving drastically in such a short period of time are very slim. He is 32 next season and McDavid turns 30. It gets harder every year. The goodness knows where that goes sums it up. That's also what he ended up saying, too, in this presser here, talking about, oh yeah, God knows what happens with Connor McDavid by the time that 2-year timeline comes and goes. Now, responding to that, this is what Pierre LeBrun went out there and said, it's interesting to see that our only focus seems to be on what Connor McDavid will decide to do, either this offseason or in 2 years. And it's obviously because he only has a 2-year deal, but I mean, nothing is stopping Leon Draisaitl from asking out one day, if that's what he wanted. Not saying he will, nor do I have any feeling he will, but just because he signed an 8-year deal does not mean he will necessarily play it out all in Edmonton. Ladies and gentlemen, is the 2-year Connor McDavid timeline also the 2-year Leon Draisaitl timeline? It never really occurred to me as something worth thinking about up until now, but if all this Connor McDavid discussion goes the way that we've been expecting it to go, could he go to San Jose? Could he go over to Detroit? Could he find himself in LA, etc., etc., etc.? If this Connor McDavid stuff actually manifests into a trade to some other team, then what happens with Leon Draisaitl? What happens with him and his contract? I mean, he goes till 2033, so how many years has he played under it? Okay, this has been the first season, so he's got 7 more years under this contract. 26, 27, 27, 28. Those are the 2 McDavid years. What happens to Leon Draisaitl and the final 5 years of his deal if McDavid ends up leaving? That's a great question. Really great question. Here's the video of Connor McDavid. I agree with Leon Draisaitl. The organization as a whole has taken a step back. McDavid speaks out on the state of the Edmonton Oilers. Time to come home, Connor. And then, yeah, it's the same thing. We had been regurgitating this idea over and over again. Hey, Connor, there's a Canadian team going in the right direction right now. Obviously talking about the Habs. The Oilers got Bowman like an MFer. Signed Blackhawks fans everywhere. Clever way to throw Stan Bowman and Chris Knobloch right under the turning wheels of the bus. He's right, though. Strong vote of confidence for Stan Bowman. I'm not sure why McDavid thinks wasting another season of his career in the Oilers organization is a good idea, Red Blue 32 said. The clock is ticking faster. And this is a really funny reply. Chico says, I've never seen 2 guys crap and moan to the media about their team more than these guys do. Maybe because they have no help, LMAO. And I will say, if you are a player that is as good as McDavid or as good as Draisaitl, you kind of have the right to say things that other players normally wouldn't. I mean, when was the last time we saw a player give a prove-it contract to a team? I don't think that's ever been done before, especially in the cap era. Like, okay, Kevin LeBanc, Philip Zadina, these guys bet on themselves. They took a prove-it deal because they wanted to show that they're worth more. And that backfired. They should have taken the money while it was there. Connor McDavid? Oh no, it's like he wants the team to prove to him that the team is worth sticking around with. NHL Watcher posted this. Connor McDavid asked about his level of patience and frustration currently. Everybody knows what we are trying to do here in Edmonton. It's no secret. We are pressing pretty hard, so the patience has obviously worn pretty thin. And that is great. Thin patience, out with a vengeance. The Oilers are frustrated. You could also say that what's happening right now is kind of cathartic. Marley Corn said, hey, this is the best thing that's happened to Connor McDavid. He needs a long summer off. After 2 years of playing really intense physical playoff hockey, going to the finals, and then another year where the season is condensed and McDavid ends up playing at the Olympics, doing everything he can, trying to pull heaven to earth to get that gold medal for Canada, maybe this is what he needs. A break. With that said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you feel about the Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid quotes? They just went out there and spoke the truth to the media, man. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.